Hey, welcome back to my channel, Epiphany Me TV. I'm Dr. Jazz, and I'm back with another quick message. And if I'm being honest, I am kind of tired. We're at the beginning of a new semester, so I'm trying to get my classes ready and prepared because we're about to start classes very soon. But anyway, even though I'm tired, I still wanted to bring this quick message. So earlier this year, I had this series or this segment that I started called Where Are You Going, Sis? And I did it right at the beginning of the year in January at the new year because I wanted to start the new year out with clarity, with purpose. So I had this message all around, where are you going? Like knowing where you're going. What's your next move? What's your next step? So since we're at the beginning of a new school year, the kids are going back, educators are going back, getting their classes prepared. And although you may not be in school per se, we're all living life. And so we know life is a journey. And so whether you like it or not, we're always learning a lesson. So we're in the school of life. So knowing that we're in the school of life or whatnot, I can always bring the point across of being in alignment for your assignment. So knowing that we're all in the school of life, how can you be in alignment for your assignment? So within that Where Are You Going, Sis segment, I'm talking about how to be in alignment for your assignment. So within that, I want to talk about like identity, how to simplify, justify, and verify. But I'm just going to focus on identity for today, right quick. The identity segment, the first piece that's very important. Where are you going? Knowing your identity, your purpose. Like, what is it that you're doing? So, whatever your assignment is, however you want to frame it, define it, that's only something that you can know. Whether it's, working with other people or building out, becoming an entrepreneur, building out your own business or whatever it is, it doesn't even have to really always be with a career. Sometimes it could be your assignment is to be in relationship with a certain person, to meet this certain person and to help this other person get connected with this person. We all have different assignments and different purposes at different places and points in our lives. So it's going to always vary. But when you know who you are, you will know that you're on the right path and the trajectory so that you're in alignment to receive those assignments. So if you don't know, I like to watch things like the History Channel. There's this show called The Unexplained, and it comes on the History Channel. But I was watching the Unexplained show a couple of weeks back, and it was this concept called Summit Fever that they were discussing, and I had never heard of it. And so, if you have never heard of Summit Fever like me, so Summit Fever is an obsessive compulsion to reach a mountain peak at all costs. So you're going to ignore warning signs. If your body is breaking down, anything that's a warning sign that you should turn around, you're going to ignore it because of summit fever. And this is a real psychological phenomenon. I looked it up, I had never heard of it. And I found out that there's also a movie called Summit Fever. And the title or the quote or subtitle that they have with the movie is called All That Matters Is Your Next Move. I thought it was really intriguing because as I was thinking through like the where are you going, sis, being in alignment for your assignment, I was like, ooh, summit fever. All that matters is your next move. And so that summit fever stood out to me because sometimes that relates to us in life. So although you may not be trying to climb, Mount Everest or this certain mountain peak, but we can all apply summit fever to our own life. Like when you think about certain titles or roles or opportunities you might have taken up without really digging further or like really seeing if it's even in alignment with where you're going or who you are, like what you value. We can be going in a direction that was never meant for us to begin. So I just wanted to ask or to have you to reflect on where are you going? And is there anywhere in your life where there are warning signs, red flags, sirens going off, giving you warning signs saying, please go another direction? But because of your stubbornness, wanting to prove a point, whatever, fill in the blank, you're ignoring those warning signs and you're going to try to like push through regardless, or you're going to try to complete whatever it is or stay in whatever situation it is in spite of getting those warning signs. Where in life are you suffering from summit fever? Not summit fever from climbing that mountain peak, but climbing an area in your life or being in a situation or whatever it could be where you're ignoring the warning signs and you're trying to push through to reach this mountain peak or to reach this certain point or area in your life, and it's not even gonna benefit you in the end, or it's not even benefiting you now in the current moment. I just had this question that came from watching that show. I was like, a lot of the times we suffer from summit fever, in our own lives, whether it's like career, relationships. We could be getting all these warning signs and push through knowing that it's not hurting anyone but us. I just wanted to come with that quick message, a quick reflective, question for you. Where are you going and why? What's your assignment? These kids are going to have a bunch of assignments, coming home, they're back to school. But what's an assignment that is prevailing in your life right now? Like, what's something that's on your to do list? Where do you feel like you're assigned to be? Well, let me know your thoughts. Comment below. Share this video if you like. And I will talk to you all next time. Thanks for watching.